Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 5th of January 2025. Scintillating. That's right, my friends. Once again, I am back. Back in a new year with old perfume, talking about my weekly rotation. I hope you shall enjoy it. This week has been cold, and today there is snow. What will I wear? Let's find out. On Monday, I wore Boss number 1, the vintage one. I am having thoughts about this. Not negative thoughts. I'm not thinking about selling it. But I think you could wear this in the spring, actually. Maybe early summer. It's very fresh. It's very bracing, you know. It's definitely got some uplift to it, you know. There's depth, there's warmth, there's contrast. It's a fantastic perfume. It's my favourite pissy patchouli thing from the 70s and 80s. I think it's far superior to the Givenchy Gentleman. I really do. It's just a little bit, it's smoother. The Givenchy Gentleman is it's like somebody scratching your eyes out. Whereas this is a lot smoother. It's more like someone poking your eyes out, you know. I would like to give this a go. I would like to give this a go in the spring. So it will stay. And we'll try it, maybe in the cooler spring. But we'll have to see how it does. Performance on this is brilliant. The smell is brilliant. I have numerous bottles, thank God. All vintage, all old. And this is my... How big are you? You 75 or 50? How big are you? 50. This is my 50 euro cost. I think it's the original formula. Anyway, that is what I wore on Monday. On Tuesday. On Tuesday it was New Year's Eve. And on New Year's Eve, my last scent of 2024, it was this. Neil Havan. Havan. Not Havan. Havan. Because the E scratched off as well, I think, hasn't it? Yes. The VA in the vanilla has scratched off, and so is the E. But the juice is absolutely sensational. This is probably the best vanilla perfume I own. It's warm, it's round, it's sweet, it's a little boozy, a little tobacco-y. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact it only comes in 50 mils. I wish it came in 100 ml bottles. You know, but it doesn't. It's exquisite in every way. Everybody should try this and see whether you like it or not. Get samples. Samples are available. Some people decant them because it is quite expensive. Very expensive perfume, but it's worth it because of the quality, you know? It's worth it because of the quality. It's fantastic. Don't need much either. Performance is massive on me. All day, and it projects as well. A beautiful thing. I might review. I'm scared to review things now in case people think I'm selling them. Do you know what I mean? So, not to worry. New Year's Day. New Year's Day, I wore this. Amber Sultan, another sensational vanilla, but this is more the complete amber, you know, whereas Vanilla Van is like a vanilla fragrance with ambery aspects. This is more of an ambery fragrance with vanilla aspects to it, you know. This is wildly brilliant. Like, I'm not scared to use it anymore because I've managed to get a couple of backups of this particular ilk. Actually, that's not true. The backups I've got are Palais Royales. I'll do a comparison video. That'll be fun. I love this stuff so much. It's so good. This is like the fragrance, I've said it many times, this is the fragrance that opened my eyes to what perfume could really do. I'd been collecting years, and then I discovered this, and I was like, what? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Sensational. Sensational. It's every bit as good as people say it is. It's become cliche now. It's been around so long, and people have hyped it so much, and everybody talks about it, and it's at the top of everybody's list always when they talk about ambers. But it's there for good reason, and if you haven't smelled it, you really, really should. It's amazing. Just generally an amazing house, really. Speaking of houses that are amazing, this one used to be. It's not anymore. And I've actually been really loving this stuff recently. This is Thierry Mugler's Pure Tonka. The second-hand prices of this are disgusting. I picked up... This was such a bad seller at retail, right? I picked up bottles of this for £30. They couldn't get rid of it quick enough, right? They were like, oh, fuck, like, we're stuck with this. We need to get rid. And they were like, oh, here, take some bottles for 30 quid each. I was like, oh, go on then. And now it's 10 times that on the internet. People trying to sell it for 300 quid. I've seen it. Disgusting. Disgusting. Don't pay that. Don't pay that. Although I must admit, I do prefer this to like Fève de la Suisse and the one from Guerlain as well. I prefer this. I do. I love Amen, though. And it is an Amen. It's Amen with a massive overdose of Tonka. And the performance is obviously massive. It gets on your clothes, it gets on your sheets, it gets on everything and makes them smell lovely. But you've got to love that kind of syrupy Tonka sort of thing. And when you're in mid-December to mid-February, this is the perfect time for this fragrance. Ambery, thick, rustic, sweet, brilliant. Love it. Okay. Friday. Okay, Friday, I wore Queer Canage. Queer Canage has been a rascal. The sprayer keeps stopping working and then starting again. I bought a bottle to decant this into, but I haven't done it yet because the sprayer keeps deciding it wants to work. Again, this is very syrupy, very sweet, very thick, very round. You know, leathery, offset with birch, ambery. It's got this big, gorgeous, sweet orange blossom at the top with like this birchy leather in the base and then iris sticking through it. It's to me, it's nicer than Cuir de Russie. Is it as good a perfume? Probably not. So... that is something to bear in mind. As a perfume, is it better? Probably not. But I do love it. And again, this has been discontinued because they always get rid of the good ones. Just a generally brilliant fucking perfume. Like, Demaché. Do you know what's funny? I always wanted rid of Francois Demaché because he was producing a lot of shit towards the end at Dior. And when he went, you thought things could only get better, and suddenly they got worse. Because Kirkjohn's been a disaster. An absolute disaster at Dior. But that's not my problem, because I don't spend money there anymore. Okay. Next up, another amazing designer privé perfume. One of my favourite perfumes. This is Tobacco Oud. Tobacco Oud. Yes, yes, yes. I got a little bit of smoke from it, actually, but this is very wet tobacco, damp tobacco, a little bit of booziness, a little bit of rum, sweet patchouli, which I think they're trying to claim is oud, but I don't really get that. It's a bit sandalwood, gorgeous, ambery thing, you know. all of this kind of... It's like... Do you know, I prefer this to Amber Absolute. I really do. Amber Absolute's nice, but I think I prefer this. It's got a lot more inside it. Amber Absolute's more of a scaffold. It's drier, you know. It's more sparse. This is thick. This is packed. Performance is brilliant. The smell's brilliant. Other people seem to like it as well, so that's good. And last but not least, my scent of the day. It is cold. Oh, for crying out loud, what you doing? It is cold and snowy, and I wanted something not that, so I wore Lone Star Memories. I'll be playing some Red Dead Redemption later. I have reviewed this, and it reminds me of that game hugely. This is a cowboy sitting next to his campfire, making some coffee. You know, there's not actually coffee note in here, but there is something that reminds you of roasted coffee, you know. Really, really good. Really, really interesting. Leather. It's got this leather vetiver thing, the same leather vetiver that's in Gucci Guilty Absolute, which I haven't worn for a while. That gives this kind of burning ointment bandages kind of thing. Very clean, medicinal kind of smell. Smoky. Got the what they've jokingly called the Tower Ard. And it's stunning. Performance is massive. There was no need for me to spray that on there. Absolutely zero. But I did because I love it. And this has been my first fragrance rotation of the new year. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.